We are so fortunate to have a very lively theater scene here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and this time of year, stages around town are particularly busy, and that means our next guest has been particularly busy as well. Welcome Post-Gazette senior theater critic Chris Rawson, who has seen just about everything that is playing in town, right?
Just about, actually, not everything. And last week I saw 5 shows. Somebody asked me, is there too much theater in Pittsburgh, which flabbergasted me. How can you have too much theater? What that means, it's a lot for someone who's going to see everything, but it means everybody else gets choice, which is great.
Right.
Yeah, well, let's talk about some of the choices.
Yeah.
First, The Tempest.
The Tempest at the Public Theater, a great Shakespeare comedy, and this is the debut of Mariah C. Kaminsky, the new artistic director. She's directed it, she's adapted it, she's wrapped it around with a modern story of a woman who goes into the oncology unit at a local hospital, but then the walls disappear, she goes to sleep, and she imagines herself, Prospero, this magician, on a deserted island. And we have Shakespeare's play trimmed down to 1 hour and 45 minutes. All the actors are women. Only one of the characters is a man. Tamara Tooney has come in to play Prospero. The clowns are actually funny, which is not often true in Shakespeare. I think it's a brisk, well-told story.
Well, I love Tamara.
Oh, yeah, and we loved having her here on PTL, talking to her ahead of this. You also saw Where Do We Sit on the Bus?
I know,
at City Theater.
I love this play. Brian Quijada, it's written by him, performed by him, it's got hip-hop music built into it, and it all goes back to when he was in the 3rd grade, and he's Latinx, obviously, I think you can tell from the name, and he asked his teacher, they were doing a study of Rosa Parks and the bus boycott, and he asked his teacher, well, where did we sit on the bus? And she looked at him, flabbergasted, and thought, well, you weren't there. And this play is the result, many years later, of how do Latinx people fit in to a society that's obsessed about the difference between black and white, color and not color. How do Latinxes fit in? It's very funny, it's very touching, it's a marvelous little play.
Sounds like it could be thoughtful underneath some of that humor, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
You'll cry, actually, at some point.
Wow.
Oh, well, The Old Man and the Sea. Will we cry at that?
I don't think so, because you know the story, don't you? I mean,
Yes.
Hemingway's famous story, his last major novel, won him the Pulitzer Prize and the Nobel Prize, and it has been adapted for the stage by A.E. Hotchner and his son. Hotchner was a friend of Hemingway's, promised he'd adapt Old Man and the Sea at some point, and now he's done it. This is a world premiere at Playhouse Rep in the new Playhouse downtown, and it is so beautifully designed. You feel you're on stage. You see the water on the stage. You see the seagulls, the waves, the whole thing going by. And Hemingway is a character sort of narrating. There's the boy who appears in the story. There's a cellist adding to the soundscape, and the central character is played by Anthony Crivello, a major Broadway actor who's starred in many a Broadway musical, who's come here to do this, a world premiere.
Well, and you only have a few more days left to see that. That runs until February 17th.
That's right.
And the gun show at Quantum.
So the gun show is going to be controversial. It's a one-man play. There's one actor. It's actually written by a woman, Ellen Lewis, and she's telling stories from her life. She comes from a gun culture. She has very positive feelings about guns. She has very negative feelings about guns. She works them out through this actor telling different stories. It's just 55 minutes long, and I think it will make, actually, I think people on any side of the debate can go to see it and have their feelings stirred or their ideas stirred. I don't know that it's play, really. It's an occasion for thought. It's almost a lecture.
Yeah, very interesting. All right, the next one, Run the Rabbit Path, and the playwright there is actually a friend of mine, Ray Werner.
Okay, well then I won't say anything negative about it. But you know Ray, he's such a great storyteller, and this is, I think, the best play Ray Werner has written. It's about an Irish-American family living in one of these little steel towns, dealing with a problem. The father has just died. The 3 siblings are getting together at the old family house. They're trying to plan the wake, but also, of course, they're going to tell stories about their youth, and that's going to lead to the story nobody wants to face up to, this ugly thing that happened in their youth that they have to get past. The 4th character on stage is the father. It takes a little while before you realize he's dead. He's a ghost. He's there sort of listening to the kids and participating, although They can only sense him as a presence, if even that. And what's wonderful about Ray, who's very clever, is that when he gets to this ugly story, he goes beyond it, and he finds things to do beyond it that you won't expect. And this is Pick Theater at the Fred Rogers Studio at WQED in Oakland, just this weekend.
Well, we were happy to also have New Horizon Theater here on Pittsburgh Today Live, talking about Front Porch Society, which runs also through February 17th.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. The wonderful thing about Front Porch Society is that it puts 4 older women on stage. It's set on the day of Obama's election in '08. And these are 4 black women in Mississippi who can't imagine there's a black man running for president. And we see the election day, and then we go into the next day, and they're celebrating. But underneath all that, there's a personal story, very dark, very unhappy, which has to kind of integrate with the very happy story. And as I say, you've got, when do you ever see 4 mature women of a certain age sharing the stage together? There aren't that many parts for them, and these women do it really well.
And before we run out of time, we want to mention what's coming up. Savior Samuel, Pittsburgh Playwrights, is doing that. An Octoroon, that is at Kinetic Theater.
And we've already talked about The Legend of Georgia McBride at Barebones Theater, and The Phantom of the Opera, which
we don't need to say anything about.
Most people know.
I think we've heard of that one. All right, Chris Rawson, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks as always for joining us.